So about a year ago, I posted a video called The Movie Euphemism, where I explained the reason I rarely connect with modern movies. Once in a while, but usually I'm just not the target audience. You know, what I want in a movie is complex character development. You know, I want realistic conflict. I want believable struggles and trials. I want a universal lesson that's expressed in an unexpected way. But instead of all of that, what I end up getting is a series of what seems like unconnected scenes, like reels, just these brief, exciting bursts of scenes, one after another, brazenly aimed at people who have the puniest attention spans in the world, and I'm not one of them, so it just doesn't do anything for me. Books, though, these, right, novels, for a long time now, it's felt like the last refuge of long-form storytelling, you know, the kind that has subtlety, original philosophy, and like maybe you have to read half a tome to get it. It's worth it though. By the time you get to the end of it, it's changed your life. And so as novelists, this is just my opinion, but it seems like novelists are increasingly catering to the scrolling demographic, as that's their target crowd. You know, their books are getting shorter and faster and shallower, just chasing the cheapest dopamine there is, hoping to outcompete social media for it and make the sale. I get it, there's an economy here, but I don't think it's innocuous. I think there's harm here. Because like people who grew up, you know, their formative years were formed by scrolling, I think there's damage done that can't be undone. And damage is the wrong word. There are changes made. Let me make this an analogy. That'll be less offensive. Arnold Schwarzenegger. Everyone knows who that is. He moved to the US at age 21 from Austria, and he's been here ever since, going on 60 years, and his accent is still thick, because that's wired in, you know? Like you can rearrange the chords all you want. You can tidy up the chords. That plug isn't coming out. That's permanent. I think the same thing is true with people who assign the bulk of their attention to scrolling. I think it gets wired in a permanent way. I don't think novelists should be, you know, catering to that. I don't think novelists should contribute to that. I think the novel is more important. And so like for my book, this, The Crown and the Cage God, I don't even have an ebook version. I don't want people to read it on screens. If you read it on a screen, you can't feel the weight of the book. You can't smell the pages, feel the pages. You know, once you scroll past the cover for the first time, you basically never see it again. You know, people who are reading on a screen, like every other paragraph, they like swipe over to social media, like they're taking a drag off a cigarette. There's like an addiction here. And I just don't want my book, you know, to participate in any of that. But that's it for me today. I hope, whatever your form of reading, and I hope you get some long form reading in, but whatever it is, I hope you connect with it and find immersion. All right, I'll see you next time. Bye.